Hello my friends, Jacob's here one more time in a less creative and artistic space. This video is a little bit of a test, trying to prove a point here. It seems over the last couple of years or so that creativity, artistic expression, and everything that makes us human is being slowly sucked and ripped away. It started a while ago when we started seeing art exhibits of people pouring dirt on each other's heads, or toilet bowls, or a banana that is taped to a wall. They've taken art and they've turned it into something that is worthless and meaningless and trivial. But there may be a bigger reason for that. You see, a couple of years ago, well, maybe less than a decade ago, we all entered into the era of AI. Not artistic intelligence, but artificial intelligence. They are basically programmed to be efficient. And the way programming works, it's geared in such a way that anything that kind of slows the process of growth will be slowly but surely taken away. Now, over the last week or so, you probably have been all up in arms over the logo for Cracker Barrel, which has been changed. A lot of memes have gone around about this, and they've made jokes about the fact that this company has also gone woke, where the once familiar face of the old cracker next to the barrel has been taken away and replaced with something more that looks like Saturn, which is the hexagon that is on the top of Saturn, a six-sided figure. Very plain, very boring, very bland, very efficient. Modular, if you will. Much like the video games that we see, Roadblocks, which is also in the news, ironically, for, warning children right now because it's been used to groom and to exploit children, ironically. But the block-like nature of these video games, you probably also remember the Minecraft movie going viral for that one scene where there was a zombie on top of a chicken, and Jack Black, who was in the movie, says chicken jockey, and that went viral as well. Minecraft, another video game that is known for its block-like features. Blocks. Much like a cube. In the movie Hellraiser, they used the cube that was a puzzle box that opened up the doors of hell. You've probably seen this cube in many locations. People call it the black cube of Saturn. Now, what's wild about all of this is that as everybody was going crazy over all of these logos that have changed, I started noticing a little bit of a trend. We have a couple of restaurants that have been redesigned near me: Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Long before the advent of AI, each of these restaurants had their own unique and, creative and artistic design. McDonald's was known very much to be like this. It had very bright colors. It seemed very lively. Well, now it's more like this, more like a block. Kentucky Fried Chicken is the exact same. Taco Bell, which was very, very, very filled with life, and not the food, of course, because I'm not recommending any fast food. I don't eat any fast food anymore. I've learned. But they have also gotten rid of their designs for a more block-like structure. Cells. Individual cells. I just posted also on X, where an account named Mason Builder, ironically, because the Masons are also known for their checkerboard floor, their block-like board. Blocks are very efficient. They're building blocks of life, if you will. Well, it looks like this Mason Builder has now been contracted. I don't know if it's a legit site or not. It looks legit, to redo many of the Cracker Barrel locations. And they're turning what was once a homey feel into another block. Now, Ethan's birthday was just happened. And our anniversary was yesterday, and we had a lot of stuff that was in the mix. Danielle's father is in the hospital right now. He had a blockage, and of course, prayer and everything helps, because it looked like he was going to need surgery. It's still not great for him, but turns out he's probably not going to need the surgery. Now we just got to help him get back on his feet. But we had a lot of strange things happening. And one of the gifts that was given to Ethan on his birthday was a t-shirt. It was a Saturn t-shirt, and I thought that was odd. Of course, the design itself was in a block as well. Saturn, which is the god of, well, you could actually say he's the god of efficiency. It's connected to Chronos and time and order. Very much like the right side of the brain is creativity, the left side of the brain is more like logic and math and simple ideas, and there's no skewing from it. There's no, whatever's the best and fastest and most efficient way to do things, we are going to get things done. So I start thinking to myself, I say, they got rid of the soul of all of these buildings, but did they also get rid of the soul of other things as well? And I immediately remember how Aunt Jemima, who we all adored when we were growing up, especially if you're over 50 like me, I'm 54, how Aunt Jemima was taken off. And now it's just the pearl milling company, which is ironic because a pearl, that's how the kingdom of God is. And milling is, to mill something is not a fun process. But Aunt Jemima, the soul of the product taken away. Uncle Ben's rice now is just Ben's rice. The soul taken away. Land O'Lakes butter, the Native American that we all grew up with, taken away. As if being replaced. As if humans are, as Yuval Harari says from the World Economic Forum, how he says that humans are redundant. They're not necessary. That they're a waste of time and space and energy. This is the current thinking in the circles of those that have unleashed AI to make things more efficient. In fact, we just had Doge, which years ago I made a joke saying that Doge was e-God backwards. E-God, electric God, artificial intelligence running the show, making us redundant, making us no longer needed. Humans, slowly but surely, are being replaced. They're being replaced at registers. They're being replaced on the road. You even look at a Ford truck. It had a little character, had some color. Then you look at the Cybertruck. No soul. Seems like there's no soul. It's efficient, and that's what the future is going to hold for us. You also look at the Twitter logo before it became X. There was life. There was creativity and it evoked emotion. Now it just is hard-nosed facts and efficiency. Doge itself was about government efficiency. It was about cutting out and getting rid of jobs of humans. People today are using AI to write their essays. They're using AI. I had a friend call me who said, "You've been on YouTube forever. I'm paying someone to make AI videos for me." I said, "You're not contributing at all?" "Oh, no, I'm just giving them the bullet points." They're getting rid of humans completely. This is what's happening. You see it in the architecture. You see it in all of these logos where the humans and the soul of the product just disappears. Now this gets me to think maybe that's why my videos aren't doing as great. I've noticed some of the bigger YouTubers are doing less produced videos where they used to have a lot of production value and a lot of stuff that was added into it. Like when I do a show, I want you to be entertained and I want there to be a feeling and I want there to be a score and graphics and everything else. Today I said, I'm just going to put, a comforter behind me, throw a light on and talk to you, probably not even really edit it much, to see if this efficient way of doing videos is something that the algorithm, which seems to want to share lifeless content, would promote. Because that's the day that we're entering into. Are we being replaced? Yes. It's very obvious that we are. This is something that I'd warned about years ago. Now, does this mean that the world is coming to an end? No, it doesn't. But years ago, when the Georgia Guidestones, which of course was like the Ten Commandments of the Illuminati, which was very modular in design, which had those 10 commandments, which was guide human reproductivity, guide human effort, guide human spirituality, all of these things under 500 million people on the planet. You wonder why the decline has come the way it is. Could it be that AI got into the school system? Could it be that AI has done something to get people to not know what gender they are? I'm not saying that's the case. I'm not saying that this is a real issue. I really don't know or have the answers. I'm going to always guide all of you to love. But could it be that this has been part of the program since quantum supremacy was reached? You look at the D-Wave computer, it is a black cube. In 2025, D-Wave, that company, just reached it, which means that these quantum computers can run simulations that would take the most powerful computer on the planet 1,000,000 years to do. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark, Hamlet would say. When you start noticing all of these things, and you start everything going to these block designs, this simple, modular, lifeless, you start to think perhaps maybe this is a sign of the times. And maybe this is what the scriptures say, that the devil has been loosed and he's got a short time. He's going to crack the whip and make sure that everybody's doing things so that things run smooth. Efficiency. So, this video doesn't have any bells and whistles. This video doesn't have any music and all of that stuff. And perhaps if this video does well, you're going to see more just like this. And I say what a shame that would be, because I really enjoy having fun and creating and making things fun. So, you got to tell me in the comment section if you think that AI is run a little bit too wild, and if they're in control to begin with, because there's no denying that the life and soul of products has been taken away, and that many jobs have been taken away. Perhaps this is what's happening today. And maybe we need to pay attention. Maybe we need to wake up. Maybe we need to go to God and say, Lord, teach us the truth no matter what the cost. Be one of God's champions. You want to support the channel? That's the way you could do it. You can get the merch in the description below. You can go to Amazon.com. You can get my novel, the best novel ever, in my opinion, of course, the best thing you ever read. Get it today. It's on sale. Go to Amazon. You could do that. All the links to everything in the description of the video. PayPal's there. Patreon's there. Every way that you support the channel, such a blessing to me. Such a blessing to my family. If I've been a blessing to you, I thank you ahead of time. Just liking, sharing, subscribing, checking the bell to make sure you're notified, and leaving me a comment below. If you don't want to, buy some of the merch or support in any other way, it doesn't matter. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you watched. Now I want to know what you think. I love each and every one of you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Picture yourself happy and free, living your life the way you want it to be. No more worries, no fear, no trouble, only peace. Happy at work, at home, with family or alone, regardless of where you roam. Imagine joy is all you know. Imagination is the ground where your future grows. Imagination is the key, you see. If you'd only believe, you'd receive what waits behind the door of infinite possibility. There is a desire in your heart From this desire you must never part. See the end from the beginning. Picture